Hello, welcome to my game. Since this is the first kind of video that I'm making for this game with actual voice, I'm just gonna go through all the features from top to bottom. So I've got a very simple main menu, settings, music, audio settings, and there's only one gameplay setting, auto loot, which pretty much allows you to pick up items if you want to, or disable it from any pickup. I'm just gonna jump straight in. Right now I've got some temporary character which is for testing, so I'm just gonna sell all the items I can. The audio, I'll add that later. So this is the shop NPC for selling items. We've got a crafting NPC as well as a skill book sacrifice NPC. Let's see, pretty much click on any book that you've learned. Since skill books have their own affixes, randomized affixes, you probably need to sacrifice some of them every now and then for a better book, or if you're over leveled and you feel like your mana cost is too high. The face is not the best, but essentially, the visuals here, but just a temporary placeholder. You essentially click on any book that you've learned. My flurry skill is level 4, so I've got 4 books. If I click on any of these books, let's see, it's 110% weapon damage, 3.1 mana cost, level 4. And if I select this and sacrifice it, it's now 100% weapon damage, dropped by 10%, and the mana cost dropped by 2%. I'll do 2.7. So, yeah, this just allows you to endlessly grind for books, I guess. So let's just jump into a random level. What's going on? Just trying to get some loot here. Let's see. Items. Just wanted to just grind out a few items. The intention of showing the crafting way over leveled. Still a couple of bugs, so like the Y sorting for chests. Actually the player properly, but yeah, it's always a million bugs to fix. Just gonna run back to town. Just use the chests, debug chests from the beginning. Chests essentially drop 1 to 4 items randomly, and I think it's a 90% chance to drop the same item level as the level itself, or 80 something, and then about 10% to add 1+1 to item level, and like a very rare 2 to 3% chance to drop item level 2. So there we have it. There's an item level 3 book. Book's item level doesn't matter at all, but this one dropped +1. It's like something like that. But I lost it now, so it doesn't matter. Another feature is you can hold shift and see some detailed stats. So let me first break down a item. So this is just a pair of boots. Item level 1 is like a high level base item. Base item, only like 5. It's all placeholders. This is directly stolen from, it's taken from Diablo 2 as a technical placeholder, the Greaves. So if we look at the stats, it says it's a Greaves item level 1. The randomized set that's assigned to this item is the Magi, rolled set level 1. As you can see there, SLVL1. It always rolls, the set level always rolls from level 1 to the item level. So item level 1 item can only roll set level 1, but an item level 100 item can roll from 1 to 100. And then below the Magi you see the set bonuses, so a 2-piece bonus, 3-piece bonus and a 4-piece bonus. Let's see what I've got. 0 out of 4 of the Magi items set equipped, but if I equip one, see green, then it shows +1. At the bottom you see in red 4 minus 0.7 damage warrior. That's because I've got the warrior set equipped, and equipping this item will remove the 4-piece bonus. So just a little thingy. Then it's just the base stats. Armor is 5. I think my current boots is a base armor of 3, so that's what it says, +2. Then the 4 randomized affixes of the boots. So it rolled accuracy twice. So in purple you'll see it shows an increase of 1 accuracy. Not overall, just from the affix itself. Then there's life regen and strength, and then we also lose those 3 stats in red because that's the base of the randomized affixes of the boots currently equipped. And if we hold shift, we can see that the rolls weren't that good. But there's another system in the game which is kind of a way to balance affix quantities. So normally in games, the more affixes you have, the better the item. So we'd never Diablo 1 if you could in Diablo 1 drop the item with 6 affixes, we pretty much always take that over a single affix item. I don't really like that, so I decided to add in an affix penalty. It's quite strict, but technically if all your affixes roll the same and they all roll perfectly, an item with more affixes would still be slightly better, but the odds of that are so low that I leave the possibility for it, but it kind of makes you... The system is there to force, quality over quantity, or kind of like you have to kind of select affixes based on what your needs are. So you'll always be sacrificing something. You can either be like a jack of all trades and kind of have a little bit of everything, but you won't be a specialist. So there might be cases in which you would choose one affix and one really good, well-rolled affix for your build. So just show that part there. That's pretty much it. Worked a bit on tooltips and item tooltips and character sheets, so you'll see any item you hover over, you see the comparison with your current item, which is on the item tooltip. Then you also see on the left hand side, I'm going to press C, the character sheet. Overall effects of, as if it shows in red and green as if you equip the item before you do. So you can see what the differences would be by, obviously if I right click this item, let's say this bow, you would unequip the current bow and equip this bow, and the left hand side is the resulting stats. So if I were to right click now, see that happen, and the stats change accordingly. Now this set is far too overpowered. It has flat damage and it scales up rapidly, so that's something that has to be balanced out eventually, but just wanted to show the item tooltips a little bit. Let's see a couple of, you can click around. I'm eventually going to add in a gameplay setting similar to auto loot. So auto loot, I just run over it and it just picks up. That's a bit annoying since your inventory just gets cluttered up. So if you disable auto loot, then it won't just loot by itself. You have to manually click the items, except for skeletons. I made that. It's supposed to be rarer, but in this case I just flood the game with it because I need to get the items for testing. The old alt, you can see the items. If I now click on say Hunter's Bow, I specifically pick that one up and I leave the cloak. Just drop this again. So you can say choose to look at the middle of it. If you have auto loot enabled, press Alt, highlights it all because you're gonna auto everything. So it's a simple setting there, but let's just keep it on. What I was saying was I'm going to add a gameplay setting where instead of having the indexes of the inventory and so on, automatically snapping it to the lowest available index, allow you to move it around as you need, and some sorting buttons, but yeah, it's just not a priority at the moment. Sell some items, but I don't really want to sell it. I want to show the crafting system. So matching any two random items in the crafting station will generate a new one. And the cost is, so I just guessed the formula, but it's pretty much based on the item level of the two items. Just calculates based on that. And then skull cap and live armor. Press craft, it would make a new item, but I'm not going to make it now. If I match 3 items of the same type, that would make a random item. If I match 3 of the same type, then you would generate the same type of item. So 3 bows makes a new bow. Pretty simple. So it's useful for, you know, crafting an item or buying an item. So that I don't really want to generate. Eventually make a shop, but you know, shop farming is kind of lame. So I'd rather have you go and get items as your purchase material, along with gold cost. So another option is to use that this is fortress set. If you were to match 3 items of the same set, then you can craft a new item at a specific set. In this case, it's got 3 bows, so same type and 3 of the same set, which allows me to craft a new bow of the same type and set. So that's why it's a bit more expensive. So you see, having 3 of the same bow adds a little bit of extra cost, not much. Random items okay cost, and if you add 3 of the same set, it does push up the cost quite a bit because it's quite powerful to be able to just reroll items. But yeah, let's see what happens. So we've got 3 items. It usually formula takes the average of the item level rounded down, so this would be 4 divided by 3, it's like 1 point something, and it should roll down to item level 1, but let's just see what happens if we craft it. We've got 3 items, it's crafted, there we have a new fortress bow. Very simple. And then same with skill books, let's ignore the book of empty slot. It's one of my set systems that I added in and it kind of messed up the skill. I'll fix that eventually. But adding in 2 books, any books, even if they're the same, generates a new skill book at no cost. So free, I'm going to charge for skill books. But if you add 2 books, 3 books, let's see if I even have enough books. See what happens. Now I need another one, but if there's another iceberg. What do you mean? If you have 3 of the same book, then you can craft a new version of the book. As you can see, we have these books with the affixes. I only have 2 skill affixes. Skill power, which just increases like the effectiveness of any skill, whether it's healing or damage or whatever, and mana cost reduction. Which is my 2 testing affixes, and I would do now press craft, would make a brand new skill. And there, skill power with almost a perfect roll, 98% quality, which I guess isn't too bad. Yeah, they see there's a minus 0% penalty to affixes because there's only 1 affix. If you have 2 affixes, it's like a minus 4% 40% or something. So it's like both of them, both affixes will be about 60% effective. So add them together, 120% effective. But then you need the RNG luck there to actually get both roll perfectly. But yeah, it's pretty much it. So both, neither will be more powerful than a single affix, but you can have at least a variety of it. So that's the skill books. Then just randomly learn the firewall as well. A sound to it, but at least the crafting system has a sound to it. I like. I think it's just a Diablo 1 repair sound, and then the drop sound of the item. Yep, that's it. And if you run into the game, here's around, say, waypoints. They are unlocked. Apparently they're every second level. So if I run into this dungeon, procedural, run at level 2. There should be a waypoint somewhere. By the way, I'm running it with WAS controls, so WASD. That's why my mouse isn't pointing when I'm running, but left click as well. So WAS frees up your hand tremendously. So the waypoint interface is terrible. It's a drop-down window. If it's a travel, go instantly. Yeah, that's pretty much most of the features. It's like 4 monsters in the game. Some elemental systems. I didn't really go into detail now, but I actually just wanted to upload and show the skill book system, but the skill book sacrificing system, skill sacrificing. But it looks so terrible that I didn't want to make just a video on that. All my other videos are just raw gameplay development footage, so this time I decided to make one that's at least narrated. Just as I'm walking around, I noticed there's a bug. I don't know what is happening. It looks like it's the mini-map of the dungeon. That's okay, yeah, that looks like the dungeon. See? That was level 2. Okay, I'll figure that one out eventually. There was a billion bugs. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video.